Hey everyone, it's Simone Watson, and today is July 15th, and it's day 5 of the final biannual Bibliothon. I said that without stumbling, which is great. So today's video challenge is to do a bookish DIY. I have been absent for the first few days of this readathon when it comes to YouTube, but I really wanted to participate today. And I am going to show you how to make some bookmarks. So let's get right into it. So I've got 2 books and my phone so I can show you how all this works. I've got a book of Sudoku puzzles, out of which I have cut 2 puzzles. It's really 4 because they're back to back. I've got a pair of scissors, a pen, a calendar, and some calendar pieces that I've also already cut up. I've got some double-sided tape, a small water bottle, and finally some elastic bands. So first I will show you how to make the most basic type of bookmark. And the most basic type of bookmark that I have made from a calendar is this kind right here. So I've got a Saturday and I've got a Friday. These I got from a July page of this calendar, but it was July 2018, so I knew that I would not need it because that's in the past, unless I wait another few years until all the dates line up, but no. So this is just an old calendar page that I didn't need. So I can do the same for August. You can keep the dates on here, the days of the week on here, or you can cut them off. Actually, I'm going to skip to September because I like the aesthetics of this September page. Okay, so quickly, I'm just going to cut out a strip. That will be the Saturday. Okay. Now, generally, I like bookmarks in that I like marking my books. However, I will use whatever is around as a bookmark. For example, here are the books that I have right now, okay? For this one, I'm using the library receipt that I used. This is not even the right one for this. This is the library receipt for this book, and I'm using it as a bookmark for this book because, well, why not? And then here, in this book, We Cast a Shadow, which is on my Biannual Bibliothon TBR as a book that you're reading because of the cover. I have a Great Clips receipt because I went to Great Clips last week, so that's my bookmark right now. So anyway, here I have cut out this little cute, simple, colorful bookmark. I can draw on it, I can do whatever I want, you know. And the cool thing about these, with the whole days of the week thing, is if you really wanted to, you could make page goals for like a specific day. So I could say, okay, how much of this book do I want to read by Friday? I am going to take out my actual bookmark for now. So that's page 21, just have to remember. I could say, how much of this book do I want to read by Friday? If I want to read a quarter of the book is approximately 312 pages. I'm not looking at it in great detail because I don't want to spoil myself. So that would be page 79. So I go to page 79 and I mark off this, and it's got a little Friday tab, okay? And that means that by Friday I want to read to here. This is something that actually has helped me in the past, especially if I wrote like a number. So here, if I know that by Friday I want to read to page 79, I can write on the top of the bookmark, I can write 79, or I can write 25%. And one thing that has helped me in the past, it's a little bit cheesy, but I have written like great job on these tabs like this, or like, you know, you're doing well, or whatever. Something to encourage myself. And so I would have like one of those right here, and then say by Saturday I want to read to page like 100. Then I'll just put another one on Saturday right here, and I'll try to place them so that I can see them both at the same time. You know, maybe they can overlap, they don't have to be like that. This is something you can definitely play around with, but this is just a method so you can see, okay, once I get to 79, I take this one out, and then I'm like, okay, here's the progress that I have to make, and then I can just use my regular bookmark for where I'm actually at, and then I can see, oh, well, I'm so close to this, I'm so close to 100, and for me, that's motivational to see, like, I'm actually making progress through the book, and then I have different goals for different days. For some people, that's not really helpful. You know, your mileage may vary, but I have tried, like, marking up the whole book like this, like every, you know, 70 pages or something, there's a little mark, and then I know that I'm making progress. That's just me. But anyway, you could do none of that if you wanted. You could just take this same thing and you could just put it in your book. It's very simple, you know. Do you. And then another thing that I thought of today when I was thinking about this video, because I am a nerd, is that I love to listen to audiobooks while recently I listened to audiobooks while I use the Cross Stitch app, but in the past I would listen to audiobooks and do Kakuro puzzles or Sudoku puzzles on my phone. Now, if you wanted to do Kakuro or Sudoku puzzles and you didn't want to use your phone, you could do something like this if you didn't want to use your phone for the puzzles. So I just cut out some Sudoku puzzles from this book that I found around my house. Basically everything here I just found around my house. So, you know, you don't have to like spend a bunch of money to have bookmarks. This one is, I cut it more sloppily, but this is just what it looks like. And so something I can do is have a piece of calendar that is about the same size as this puzzle. It's not exactly the same size, but it's close. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some double-sided tape. Double-sided tape is something that I both love and am also kind of nervous about, because what if it sticks to everything except for what it's actually supposed to stick to? And also I'm having a hard time tearing it right now, so that's something. But okay, I'm just gonna put it right here on the back of this thingy, and I'm gonna take a second piece. And put the second piece. No, it folded. Well, that we're just gonna go with it. Put the second piece right there, and then I will tape this to the back like this. If you're wondering why it's 10 and 12 and they're back to back, it's because there are like 2 per page here. See, and then you turn the page, etc. So, this is like way uneven. So I'm just gonna retape it real quick, like that, like something like that. Something like that. There we go. Okay, so now I have this place where I can work on a Sudoku puzzle, and I have the back. Now here's how I would probably use this. I would work on the puzzle and listen to an audiobook on my phone. Okay, so I'm trying not to show you my phone too much because there might be a glare and etc. But, well, yeah, so I'm not even gonna show you my phone. There's probably gonna be a glare on the camera. So instead, let's just pretend that I'm listening to one of the books on my Biannual Bibliothon TBR, which I didn't film, but I kind of have a TBR in mind. So one of the books I may be reading is The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. So say I'm listening to The Silent Patient and I'm working on this Sudoku puzzle, and then I stop and I want to make sure I know what place I'm at in the audiobook. So I will just flip this thing over and put like, you know, a time. So right now it's 9:34 p.m. Okay, July 15th, and then I'll just say like, here's where I am in the audiobook. So I could be at like 2 hours, so like 2 hours, 14 minutes, 32 seconds or something like that. Or I could be at like the, 32% mark or something. So this is not technically marking your audiobook in terms of, well, you can't really mark your audiobook, but you can write down where you are in the audiobook so that the next time you listen, you're not like floundering, basically. So what I would do with this is, it's really not that even. I can try to even it out some more. I don't know if that's really gonna work, but just do a little tiny bit like that. Okay, and then once it's about even, what I think I can do is roll it up like this. Yeah, I probably could have just folded it. So this is one of those on second thought moments, but I'm gonna go with it. And then take an elastic band. Pretty sure I've had these since like 2013 or something, so. And where did that go? It fell somewhere. Here it is. So I put the elastic band around it. And if I'm done with that Sudoku puzzle, I could always take it off and tape a new one there. And then I just keep this thing somewhere handy. I was going to put it in a bottle, but actually this bottle is too small. Actually, let me try it. Bottle's a little bit light. It actually fits. So this is like a little message in a bottle for myself. So the next time that I decide to listen to that same audiobook, I can just take the thing out here. Now, that may be way too much, trouble for you. I could just take a screenshot of it on my phone, but if you're somebody that kind of likes, artsy stuff like this, this might be something to try. Lastly, any of these bookmarks I love because you can write different things on them, but I made a third kind, and this is like this, okay? It's a little stair step. Okay, so I cut it in a little stair step shape. I don't think I have to show you how to cut that because it's just exactly how it looks, right? Like you just cut like this, okay? And then I folded the two pieces inward. So this is the point of this. The point of this is if you happen to be, like myself, a writer, and you want to motivate yourself to write when you're done with your reading session. This is pretty esoteric, but it's kind of fun. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna write some writing prompts in here, and they're going to be vague. They could even be something that relates to the book that you're in, but not like relate, but in a Mad Lib type of way. So this is what I'm saying. If I just wanted to do a general reading prompt, I could say like, I could say, someone's pet is stolen, okay? And I can just write that and fold it, and then whenever I open it, I'm gonna see that. But I could also do something that has to do with whatever book I'm in. So I could say, so I could say 14th line, 8th word. And this is random. Okay, so I'm gonna wait a second for this to dry because it is a G2 pen. This is not sponsored, as you could probably guess, but I really like G2 pens because they don't easily do the run out of ink kind of half thing, but you do have to wait a little bit for them to dry just a tiny bit. Okay, so that's dry. I'm gonna close it now. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this thing and I'm going to just have it hang out like Spider-Man somewhere in my book. So let's say page 89 because that is where I went with it. So I can just put it right here, open it, say someone's pet is stolen, and then I'm like, okay, now I have to write let's put a number of words to it. So let's say 400 words. So now I have to write 400 words before I can keep reading, because that's like my motivation. Okay, so put that there. I could hang it over the page, or I could just like close it and put it somewhere in here, and then ta-da, right away. Or I could put it, I don't know, I guess there are lots of places you could put it. It's not really here to mark your book. Well, it's here to mark your book, but not to tell you where you are. It's here to motivate you. But anyway, this is like the Mad Lib style. Okay, when I open it, it says 14th line, 8th word, and that's going to be my 8th word. That's going to be my writing prompt. So I'm on page 89, because that's where the mark was, right? Going to the 14th line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then 8th word, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, the 8th word is JoJo, which is a name. So let's go to the 10th word, which is me. Okay, that doesn't really help. So I'm just gonna go down a little bit, and it says vision. So vision is something that I could use as a writing prompt. It could be like, okay, I'm gonna write 400 words about vision. This could be someone seeing something. This could be someone having a vision, like a premonition. This could be someone being like a visionary, you know, all those kinds of things. But this is just to kind of get the words to start flowing from my brain. So yeah, this one is a bit, like I said, esoteric and kind of random, but this is really helpful if you like for your writing to be random, because you get stuck often, which is something that I tried to do in April. I tried using a bunch of little prompts because I would get stuck. So anyway, yeah, you just want to tuck this somewhere in your book or do whatever, or you can just fold it in half and use it as a bookmark, or you can just fold it, I don't know, you could probably just use it as a bookmark like this. You could just do this. Well, it's a little wide for that, but YMMV, as they say. Okay, y'all, so there we have it. That was me making a few types of bookmarks. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Bye.